What is going on? Happy Saturday. Today's video basically gonna be about love and friendship. Love, and the word in terms that you use that is very strong-minded. You can't sit up here and tell somebody you love them and you really don't. How can you say you love somebody and you only know them like 2 to 3 days? You gotta really mean that. And I think when we get into relationships, I think that is a giving opportunity to tell somebody you love them. Because nowadays, people tell everybody they love them and they really don't mean it. And the ones that do mean it, they're afraid to love because they've been hurt before. It's sad because, people will ruin it for the next people that come into other people's lives. And sometimes we need to get over that balance. We need to find somebody that's for ourselves. Take your time when you go out there and meet somebody. Get to know them. Change your ways and meeting people or how you met the last person. Friendship should always, how can friendships will always start off slow. The reason why I say that, because you got to know that person needs, wants, and his desires. For instance, me and my wife started out as friends. I met my wife. We didn't start dating 3 months later. 3 months later, I asked her on the 5th month when she wanted to move to Rock Hill with me, and then from there, a year later, we had a baby. So she got to know the inside of me. She got to know what I was looking for. And a lot of you guys out there needs to study that. I'm not saying be a scientist and pinpoint the good and the bad people. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, some of these people you meeting ain't really loyal. Some of these people that you meeting will sit there and tell you what you want to hear. I got something in my eye. Tell you something what you really want to hear. Just before they get by. And you know what I mean when I say get by. Because a lot of us men do it. We tell the female what they want to hear. And for her to give up something. And that's not the right way to do it. And friendship wise, let me tell you something. Let's get off the top real fast. A friend will guide you in the right direction. A friend will tell you to do things that is the right way to do it, instead of going the opposite way and doing the bad things that you will end up getting yourself in trouble. That's a friend. A friend will always stick by your side, whether to the good or the bad. A friend will give you his last and his pocket, just to make sure you're not suffering. That's a friend. A friend will call you every day. A friend will check up on you every day. A friend will go the absolutely above and beyond to satisfy your needs, and that's a friend. I don't have friends, except my Facebook friends. Because some people out there will sit there and play you like you a dog. And I know it. But the motivation out of this, guys, you got to keep moving and pushing forward. Don't let what happened in the past hold you down. Sometimes you got to let go and let God handle it. Sometimes you got to step up and say, this is a new day. I'll say this story before I go. Before I met my wife, right? I was in a previous relationship. I'm not going to say names. I'm friends with the girl on the Facebook. I was in a previous relationship. And things was not going right. She cheated, I cheated. We was in a verbal and physical abuse. But one day, I told myself enough is enough. And I prayed to God that He'd lift me and heal me for my love to go away. And that morning, He did that. And that's how I got real close to the woman I'm with today. So I just thank God And you ought to give God praise for waking you up this morning. You ought to give God praise for making sure you healthy. You ought to give God praise that you get to wake up and see your family this morning. And you ought to give God praise for having a job. Because there's a lot of Americans out there that's struggling. So that's my message from this morning. I love you guys. Stay tuned. Father's Day, man, you need to watch this video on Father's Day because it is powerful. I'm telling you, powerful. Love you, one love.